Hello and welcome back into the Knicks-Verse. My name is George, and if this is your first time here, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. That'd be awesome. And if you've been here before and haven't subscribed, please do so. Be wonderful. And thumbs ups if you like the content, of course, but drop your comments. That is crucial. Crucial. All right, well, see this? See this ear-to-ear grin? Well, there it is, 112-99. The New York Knicks pretty much wiped the floor with the Sixers tonight. Pretty much as I expected. I thought they were going to win by 10. In fact, the game kind of went along the lines of what I thought. They were going to build a big lead, and then the Sixers were going to make a little comeback, and it's kind of went according to script. Which is wonderful because the game on Sunday, that did not go according to script. But as I said during that recap, which not many people saw because, hey, who wanted to watch stuff after that kind of loss? I don't blame anybody. I mean, I barely watched anything. I read a lot of stuff, though. But after that loss, I said this might be a loss that this team takes and uses it as fuel moving forward into the season, where whenever they start kind of like feel like the wheels are coming off the wagon, they can look at each other and be like, hey, remember that Magic game? And they might snap back into focus. Look at that. Look at the focus. That's why the Knicks won. They were absolutely 100% determined to get this victory, which they haven't beaten the 76ers since 2017, until I think it was the last game of the season. I'm not 100% sure, but Melo was on the team. But this guy, Kemba Walker, caught fire in the second quarter, and that pretty much put the game out of reach for the Sixers. We even built the lead up to, what was the biggest lead of the night? The biggest lead of the night was 27 by the Knicks, and they kind of held it for a while, but then when the second half started, we weren't looking as sharp. We kind of cooled off a bit because we were killing from the outside, but look at Kemba, 19 points, 5 assists, 2 steals, and he hit 5 of 8 from behind the arc. Great game for Kemba, great game for Rose. Rose had, what did he have? Actually, let's just go to the stats. Let's pull him up here. Here we go. Derrick Rose had 13 points, 4 of 7. He shot 1 of 2 from the three-point line. So between Kemba and Walker, the one position, we got 32 points. Fantastic. Pretty much 32 points, 6 assists between the two of them. Oh, man. And even 6 rebounds. Pretty good. This team has so many ways to score now, but they also have the most important way to score, which is through the three-point shot. In the second quarter, the New York Knicks hit 6 of 7 of their three-pointers for 85.7% from the arc. That is crazy outstanding. And by the half, they had hit 62.5% of their three-pointers. They were hitting 48.8% in total, which is pretty good, but especially when you look at that three-point percentage, that was incredible. 10 of 10 from the free throw line in the first half. The team did everything. The second unit came in. The first unit was kind of like, they were kind of holding their own. I think the Knicks were down by 3 after the first quarter. It was 23-26. And then the bench kind of started coming in towards the end of the first quarter. And we kind of felt some energy coming in. But then when Obi hit the floor and IQ hit the floor, man, was there like a bolt of energy. And this team just took off, and they outscored the Sixers 39-16. They outscored them by 23 points in the second quarter. Outstanding. 2-pointers. We hit 14 of 21. 2-pointers. 66.7% field goal percentage. Outstanding first half. In total, we finished the first half. The score was 62-42, up by 20 points. What did I say? We had 9 turnovers though in the first half, and that was problematic. Can you imagine if we didn't even have the 9 turnovers? Can you imagine how much bigger this lead would have been? But we did have 5 steals, which is nice, and 4 blocks. So we had 9 stocks by the half, and we had 25 rebounds to Philly's 18. Can you believe the New York Knicks out-rebounded the Philadelphia 76ers with Joel, who wants to be MVP, Embiid? Mitchell Robinson played an outstanding game. I got to say, we got to give him props. He did only score 7 points, and only got 6 rebounds, but his defense on Embiid was pretty outstanding, got to say. I mean, he took Embiid out of the game. Embiid didn't really know what to do. In fact, let's look at what Embiid's box score was. Let's see. Embiid finished with 14 points, only connected on 2 of 7. He played 30 minutes, only took 7 field goals. That is crazy. 6 rebounds, 3 assists. He was just completely removed from the game. The one guy who did hurt us a little bit was Tobias Harris, but that was mostly in the second half. He really didn't do much in the first half. Actually, I don't want to be on record about that, but it was definitely in the second half. He did hurt us, which is why the lead, the Knicks, we only ended up winning by 13 points when we were up by 27 at one point. So that's a little bit of a concern that we kind of gave away a big lead, but we didn't give it away completely. So that's the most important thing. The most important thing. And the Sixers are a very good team. Yes, they don't have Ben Simmons. That is true. But even without him, they are a very good team. I would say without Ben Simmons, the Sixers are right there in that group, probably in that group right below the Bucks, Nets, and then that other group of like the Hawks, Bulls, Knicks. I put the Celtics a little bit below that. So the Sixers kind of have their own slot in between that upper tier and that kind of like middle pack that's vying for the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th seed. I would say the Sixers would be in the upper echelon of that. However, not tonight. Not tonight at Madison Square Garden. Tonight at Madison Square Garden, the team that was in that upper echelon of that second tier was the New York Knicks. And the best part of it was we did not even need a big night from Julius Randle to do it. Nope. Julius gave us 16 points. He shot 7 of 18, 2 of 5 from the 3-point line. He did get 11 rebounds and he got 7 assists. He did commit a bunch of turnovers in the first half. Not sure exactly how many. I'll have to pull it out. But, even with that, he still managed to be a productive player. And Fournier gave us 18 points. Derrick Rose 13. Wow, look at that. Everybody scored. Every Knick whose sneakers touched the hardwood tonight contributed offensively and defensively. Taj Gibson, 2 of 5, gave us four nice points. He played decently, but man, it was really all about Mitchell Robinson's defense and the team defense, the scheme that they had, where the help defense would come from the top of the key, would roll over when Embiid would put the ball on the floor. We saw it a couple times. It was pretty effective to take Embiid out of his rhythm, make him feel uncomfortable, make him look for an alternative option. And sometimes it wasn't there. And it led to steals. It led to turnovers. It led to 4 shots. It led to 24-second violations. It led to all the goodness, all the good things that we love, all the good things that Tom Thibodeau loves. He's got to be a happy man tonight. The whole team should be happy. The whole team should be proud. I'm proud of them. Let's go to some highlights. Sorry, been talking forever. Here we go. Look at this. First half. All right, the first quarter, again, look, when our boy RJ gets off, I love when he gets off and he starts hitting his three-point shot. Fantastic. I love that. I love it so much. We are lucky to have RJ Barrett on this team. I'm pulling for him. He's starting to come out of it. You can see tonight, even though he hit 4 of 10, just 2-pointers, there were a couple that he should have finished when he got to the hoop. He claimed he was fouled, but I didn't really see a foul. There were 2 drives in particular where I saw that instead of going he did finish with the right hand once, and he got the bucket. Then he tried to finish with the left hand. Another time, he should try to sneak in at the last second, and it didn't go. And I believe Obi actually got the putback on that. Somebody got the putback, so we got the bucket. But he should have gone with his right hand. Trust your right hand, RJ. Just trust it. Go for it. Because trying to force the left hand as you're closing into the hoops with too much acceleration, I don't think you have enough time and space to make that move. You're not one of those guys. You're not one of those guys like a Kyrie or a Steph who can just spin it in off the backboard and get that two. You're not one of those guys. So either dunk it, either take it, go for a two-handed dunk. You can switch, go for two hands, or trust the right hand like you did in that first, I think it was in the second quarter where you did it. It may have been the first quarter. I can't remember exactly. I was just so happy watching this game. I was nervous as the game was about to begin. Nervous just from the standpoint of, not that I didn't have confidence in the team. It's just sometimes teams, when they suffer a devastating loss, you know, that stank doesn't leave them. But this is a very different kind of team. A year ago, you know, in the first half of the season a year ago, the Knicks had trouble putting together a couple of wins. I don't think we could get past a 3-game winning streak or even a 2-game winning streak in the beginning. You know, it took a little while for us to learn how to come back from a bad loss in a sustained manner. But tonight we did it against a very good quality team. Man. All right, let's look at the second half. The second half was a different story. In the second half, here's what happened in the second half. We were going to go cold. I mean, we shot 62.5% from the three-point line in the first half. In the second half, that dropped to 28.6%. We hit 6 of 21 three-pointers, but from the 2-point, the mid-range, and around the rim, we completed 14 of 23 field goal attempts for 60.8%. And that's why the New York Knicks won tonight. That is why they won. And also, we only committed 3 turnovers in the second half. Yeah. Meanwhile, in the first half, like I said, we committed the 9 turnovers. So those were big difference. Look at that score. With 3:20 left, we were up by 24. Yeah, of course, that second unit came in with some energy. George Niang, he kind of hurt us a bit. What did he score? He scored 13 points, 5 of 7, 3 of 5, and I think almost all of that was in the second half. So he hurt us a little bit, which is bound to happen. You know, it's hard to blow a team off the court. That was a great play. That was a great play. When IQ found Obi cutting to the basket, he just did a nice, beautiful bounce pass. That was awesome. And, this rebound was outstanding. And then IQ almost, he tried to dunk it. He couldn't, but he got the bucket. Look at that. Look at that. Over Drummond. Was that? Yeah, I think that was over Drummond. This team, I've been saying it for a while. I've been saying this team's for real. You guys, I know you guys believe me. I know you do. But you know what? Our confidence was rattled on Sunday by that loss. Our belief in how good this team was shaken. And if it wasn't, then we would be just fools. You know, they had to come out and prove this tonight. They have to earn. We believe in them, of course, because we've seen them play, but we're talking about going from that kind of like that tier that I'm talking about, that kind of like in that pack with the Hawks, Bulls, Celtics, who else? The Sixers. In that pack, if we're going to make create some separation between us and that pack, and try to get it closer to the Nets and Bucks realm, we have to win games like tonight. And now, according to my predictions, I predicted a 5-1 start for October, but the one loss was going to be against the Bulls because it was going to come after a big victory tonight against the Sixers. However, that did not count in us having a brain fart on Sunday against the Magic, which I think, and I said, even when I make these predictions, I said these games, I look at them as clusters. and they each impact each other because the mental preparation, the attitude that goes into each game gets affected by the results of the previous game. So the previous game was a devastating loss, and we gave up a good lead against the Magic, who we had crushed. So I have a feeling that this focus and concentration and this sense of urgency that they played with tonight, they're going to carry it over into Chicago, and we're going to win that game against the Bulls. That's going to be a big game because the Bulls are playing well, but they've been playing shitty opponents. So, they played Detroit twice, but we played the Magic twice. But I got to say, right now, Magic look better than the Pistons do. And the Pistons were playing without Cade Cunningham. So, both times. So there you have it. Oh, man. What a sensational victory. I love these kind of games. Love them. This proves we got ourselves a team. All right. Well, thanks so much for watching this. Once again, please subscribe. Drop your comments. The thumbs ups. My name is George. Order your hats. If you want to support the channel, order your hats. Just email me at Knicksverse@gmail.com, and I will see you around the Knicks-Verse.